Hello family, Sir here. In this video, we are going to touch on stimulus. And depending on when you're watching this, it is either just passed or will be passed in the coming days. We're also going to touch on dating in Charlotte, rent in Charlotte, and the December 2020 Charlotte housing market update. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I am Sir Ashley, and on this channel, we talk about money, real estate, and all things Charlotte. So if any one of those things interest you, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and that bell notification so you can be alerted for when we drop new videos. So let's jump into it. As of late December 2020, 6 million Americans are either behind on their mortgage or late on their rent, and they received their first and last stimulus check back in April of 2020. And Congress will hopefully be passing a bill today that provides Americans relief with another stimulus check. But instead of the $1,200 that Americans got last time, 7 months later, the Republican-led Congress will be providing Americans with $600. Now, this is not a political channel, and I don't want to get into politics and the minutiae of things, but let's talk about how we got to where we are today in late December 2020. The first stimulus was passed back in April and provided many Americans with a stimulus check of $1,200. Now, in May of 2020, the House of Representatives, which is led by Democrats, passed the HEROES Act on May 15th. And that act granted $1.13 trillion in stimulus and would have provided with Americans with an additional $1,200 stimulus check. Now, since May 15th, the Senate, which is led by Republicans, had the bill and did not act. Due to the number of Republicans in the Senate, they did not need any help from any Democrats to pass a stimulus bill. Yet, they didn't do anything regarding stimulus from April until here we are in late December. And if the Republican-led Senate had acted, we might not be in a position where there are 6 million Americans either late on their mortgage payment or behind on rent. Now, I'm sure people will be glad to receive that $600, but after all these months, it just seems that it is too little, too late. Tell me your thoughts in the comment section. What do you think about this stimulus package right now and how long it has taken? Now let's talk about dating right here in Charlotte. Now, I always tell people they need to move to Charlotte and Charlotte is the place to be. But if you're planning on moving to Charlotte or came to Charlotte with the hopes of finding love or to date, you might want to consider that move. Because in a study done by apartmentlist.com, Charlotte ranked 32 out of 40 cities in regards to the dating scene. Only 16% of the respondents in the survey said they were satisfied with Charlotte's dating scene and the options available. So, yes, come to Charlotte because of the job opportunities and the weather and the other opportunities Charlotte can afford you, but do not move to Charlotte if you're looking to find a suitable dating partner. Now, on to some brighter news. Let's talk about the rent prices and rental rate right here in the city of Charlotte. Now, before 2020, rental rates in Charlotte were increasing at a steady pace, and it was almost, you couldn't see when rental prices were going to decrease. But now that we're coming to a close of 2020, we are now seeing where rental rates are currently. Based on a study that was just done in December of 2020, rental rates in the city of Charlotte is down 1.7% from this time last year. And based on that article, it is because landlords, as opposed to trying to get the most money possible from potential tenants, they're willing to accept less money in order to secure a better candidate tenant. Meaning they want a tenant with more stable income, a more stable work history, and a better credit score. So on one hand, rent rates have gone down here in Charlotte, but you're going to need at least a 600 credit score to be seriously considered. If you want to learn more about credit and how to improve your credit, be sure to check out this playlist and subscribe to the channel because there will be many more videos concerning credit and how you can improve your credit score. So to put everything in perspective, North Carolina as a whole, the entire state, the rental rates have increased 0.9%, almost the whole percent. And nationally, rental rates have decreased 1.3%, with the largest decrease happening in a lot of the major cities, such as New York, Boston, and San Francisco. Now, on the flip side, let's talk about the negative impacts of the pandemic on people renting here in Charlotte and North Carolina as a whole. In the past few weeks, the number of landlords filing a summary ejectment action in court has increased to about 90,000 statewide. Now, summary ejectment is just a motion to evict the tenant for either unpaid rent or some kind of breach in their lease agreement. Now, back in April, when Congress passed their first stimulus bill, Congress put in a federal moratorium on evictions, and that severely slowed how long or how many evictions took place. Yes, there were huge loopholes in that bill, and tenants were still being evicted, but that action did severely slow the pace of evictions here in North Carolina. Now, that protection is going away December 31st, 2020. So those landlords who filed summary ejectment actions are chomping at the bit to get their cases heard so they can get the tenants out and get their property back. And as of right now, we don't know what the Congress is going to do regarding putting a similar tenant protection in their new stimulus bill. Now let's jump into the December 2020 housing market update. The real estate train keeps rolling and doesn't show any signs of slowing up or stopping, despite projections from heavy hitters in the real estate industry that we will have a decline or that the decline should have happened already. And I'll be honest, I thought at this point in late 2020, the real estate market would have peaked and we would have seen things level off or hit a small decline. I was wrong. Let's get into the numbers for Charlotte. New listings are houses that have been placed on the market for sale, and new listings are up 3.5% in the past month compared to this time last year. Now, typically during the holidays, people don't want to put their house on the market because they don't want to deal with the inconvenience. But this year, we've been inconvenienced pretty much the entire year. So people are saying, F it, they're listing their houses and they're wanting to capitalize on the record prices that properties are receiving right now. But overall, inventory here in Charlotte is still down 3% over the entire year. And pending sales are up 13% and closed sales are up almost 14%. This shows that there is a buying frenzy in our market. People are wanting to buy houses at a rate 4 times faster than sellers are wanting to sell. And most decent properties are getting multiple offers on them. The median sale price for last month was $300,000. And overall for the year, the median sale price here in Charlotte is $284,000. That is a 10% increase from the previous year, which shows just how insanely fast Charlotte home prices are increasing. But to ease the minds of you buyers out there, mortgage rates have gone down to historic lows, and the Federal Reserve recently said that they have no intention of raising rates to their normal levels until about 2022 to 2023. So yes, you have some time to take advantage of these low mortgage rates, even if prices continue to increase. Now that does it for your Charlotte news update regarding money, real estate, and all things Charlotte. I hope this was helpful. And again, if you're interested in any one of those things, money, real estate, or anything to do with Charlotte, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and the bell notification so you can be alerted for when new videos come out. I am Sir Ashley, your Charlotte area realtor and investor. Talk soon.